Abijafo ni etifo yema obi biara akwaba eba yi fidikasi so Pinax TV the obi biara se. Now we all know what is going on. If you don't know, then perhaps you are new. You can go and watch our other videos. Now ni nyina say the MP for Hohoe and the MP elect for Hohoe Mr. Amewu, Peter Amewu, who happens to be Ghana's energy minister. He has won his bid to be the MP, but then Papai Owini Yeno, he has not been able to have peace of mind because at the end of the day, Amanfo Kase, he actually won the seat not on a good note. Arguments Amanfo de ba Menoka sense me pay court and say 6 communities and 6 various townships they couldn't vote. A day to the election, the electoral commission came there, announced to them say they shouldn't vote for any parliamentary candidate. They should rather vote for only the presidential. The argument of Mumeki and they say they will create a new constituency for them. They will create a new constituency for them. So at the end of the day, they will get to elect their own member of parliament. After the electoral and ne echna sa 10 days more, nothing. As a you mifima or say they did not allow them as various communities as Ghanaians to exercise their right to vote. So almost so this 6 communities near the adenum are in the Guan community in the voter region. Omo babe omo bomu and kofa lawyer Chatu Chikata say ombeka assembly bi emo at the end of the day Chatu Chikata the assembly echo whole magistrate court. Now they call whole magistrate court and a whole high court and at the end of the day whole high court omuti said no in some of the abedi so Ghana yembranom patches say as a Ghanaian dear you need to have that fundamental right to vote, which means I was set here we are Ghanaian was to me enjoy so be vote inti amama vote it goes against your right as a human being. Acquire say your freedom to worship near semen sumyame, and also you can sue whoever is seeing semen sumyame because we have a freedom to religion and a freedom to worship anything and any person we want here in Ghana. So based on this, they call whole high court this community they call whole high court they put an injunction on Peter Amewu swearing in as the MP for Hohoe. So at the end of the day, he is not the MP yet. We the MP before say we don't control the affairs of the electoral commission. The electoral commission decides on its own what it wants to do, how it wants to do, and even run its own affairs. Autonomous body. At the end of the day, massive community be so vote no man vote here. Yeah, member of parliament or in that into any problem. So based on this, they are saying say whole high courts they don't have any jurisdiction. They can't jurisdiction now me patch say in their local community and I say a ban election case about Ghana. Whole high courts courts be a subset. What I say as Musa and no money to me biasa into according to the state. This government, the state, any MPP, no more party say who doesn't have the capacity and the jurisdiction to hear the case. They actually filed a petition in the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court should hear the case. When you can say as the case was being heard, a simple free now simple free and say lawyer Chatu Chikata asemna yedi akọ Supreme Court yebedi no patch say answer na yebedi asem no Supreme Court no there is one thing opese omonye na sa one thing opese omonye ni enyi bibia say there's a particular judge at the Supreme Court. As a particular judge or Supreme Court he's very close to Peter Amewu. This was according to lawyer Chatu Chikata. So in the law firms, he has to recuse himself. Let me break this down. He can't be recused in one. Basically, near party say, "Ebia, yedin sem abefi say ebia me ba edibone." Na me ba we dibone no na impenifo afreso mbi di asem. Na me so mi gine mu bi. Definitely, I'm beka say, me ba ni making bi ama no. Inti no se na be ya. Me nye bias ana ebia me fa me ba no ho donti na me nka asem ana me nke bi mani nti me ho film sa no in law term they call it recusing yourself. It no se wudni mo bi na ubedi na asem a o ye lawyer ana o ye judge usually they let you recuse yourself and no and law for a time. So Chachichi Kata was of the view said there's one particular judge or justice at the Supreme Court. This justice is very close to Peter Amewu. Omo parties on any conda ekrada okoni fi kudidini ade. So based on this, he wants him to recuse himself before the case is even heard. So they at the court, they asked this particular man, I believe it's time for me to bring his name on. Justice Clemens Onyega iti for Mufan Chemi edin emuyedu na say dia mi boina iti for Mufan Chemi because a young for dia edin esombo eye de yi pa but Mufan Chemi Justice Clemens Onyenuga ya correct me Justice Clemens Onyenuga na Chachichi Kata edin sem no court no na judge for omotina sem so okay Mr. Anna Justice Clemens Onyenuga yesrewa obi ka se meka Justice Clemens na me ho to me ti meka Justice Clemens nsi ye bisa se Justice Clemens ansema Chachichi Kata dia be or patches se wunim honorable Peter Amewu nti Peter Amewu wunim ne wo kwan ban so na wunim say in law ene yembremu no se wunim obi a na yebidi asem against the person I was so you hu film nti no kan wasem ni nti wase na justice here patches se onim Peter Amewu bibia what you say onima so no so energy minister e bia se be oyanhunu no so e bia oyanhunu but the first obi yanhunu no so yanhunu no nche say nipa no penase manasa out time or party say onim ni bibia at the end of the day Chachichi Kata say nibuofu or party say ono Justice Clemens Onyenuga or party say onim Chachichi Kata obefra manfo emama ba court ho abe testify say Justice Clemens Onyenuga oni Chachichi Kata oni Peter Amewu omu call outside eko didi ebon komo as omu very close people you say or parties of the witnesses beba mama because these two people are very close and be at the end of the day man in case so because the man in case no so e bia na kwa 3-2 no ono okọ for Peter Amewu no at the end of the day no na e bia Peter Amewu e win case no inteno sa no he wanted Chachichi Kata wanted this particular Justice Clemens Onyenuga to recuse himself because according to Chachichi Kata there's going to be a conflict of interest. Say udoni panel and nipa niye will be senior and down for there you rule in favor of the person but Justice he has onim no baby. So at the end of the day in some from both council and they voted on the case. So voting on the case, the 5-member panel of the Supreme Court, which was presided over by Justice Yao Appeal, with support from Justice Clemens Onyenuga, and they all ruled in favor, and they all ruled in favor of this particular justice. Onimno bibia obitima atina asem so basically no the whole end until is that at the end of the day. The whole end until is that at the end of the day, Justice and Chachichi Kata eka se onyi ni hu fi na so man ndi asem no omukọ ye na iti omunyi na omenum nsem iti Chachichi Kata enum nsem iti judge ye se onim Peter Amewu enum nsem omukọ ye and they ruled in favor of the judge saying the judge onim Peter Amewu at the end of the day too he can carry on and preside over the case because at the end of the day also onim na ban say na ontimi ND case but let me read this one here for at the end of the day they will get to know me, especially more Montichi any ade. This is what I have here. I'll say, but there was an objection against one member of the panel. The panel, in overruling the objection, said the lawyer of the interested parties on December 31st, 2020 wrote to the registrar of the Supreme Court asking for the said judge to recuse himself. Chachichi Kata. Judge The panel said the instant application before is challenging the High Court's jurisdiction and the interest of Peter Amewu is too remotely connected to the case. The court subsequently overruled the objection. Lawyers of the interested parties in the case in which the Attorney General has filed an application to invoke the supervisory jurisdiction of the Supreme Court for an order of criterion to quash the orders of the High Court over Peter Amewu's gazette as the Member of Parliament elect for Hohoe constituency have asked Justice Clemens Onyenuga to recuse himself. But when there was a call for the substantive case to be heard, lawyer Chachichikata asked Justice Onunuga to recuse himself. According to him, should he fail to do so, they were going to raise objection for him to recuse himself on the grounds that he had a strong personal relationship with John Peter Amewu. After Justice Onunuga had indicated to the panel that he had no personal relationship with the Hohoe Member of Parliament elect and that he was not going to recuse himself, lawyer Chachichikata moved his objection. Moving his objection for Justice Onunuga to recuse himself, lawyer Chachichikata said to the Supreme Court judge, said the Supreme Court judge has long-standing personal close relationship with Peter Amewu. We argued that they are willing to bring persons before the court to testify in the respect and that if the witnesses are heard, the court will agree with them on why he should recuse himself. He said Justice Onunuga cannot be a judge in his own court and that their witnesses are prepared to testify on oath on these matters. Deputy Attorney General Godfred Yame, while opposing to the objection, said no basis has been established for the recusal of any member of the panel. He said the council owns its duty to establish the case of bias against the said judge, but has not done so, and that the claims are only premised on speculatives and conjecture. Court correspondent Mutala reported the Attorney General said moving the feet to substantive application. So basically, in some I'm a church, and my kind of brofumu. So one tia say in patrol bitima atia. So this is how the whole thing is going. At the end of the day, we'll give you more updates as these turn of events unfold right here in our beloved country, Ghana.